When you imagine medieval Europe, we often think of castle knight or great kings, but the real history is quieter and far more human. In this video, I explore what life may have looked like in Italy during the 14th century, a period of historians call Trecento. Using AI reconstruction and open historical sources, we will work through cities, states, homes, and marketplaces to better understand how people lived during one of the most dramatic centuries in European history. This video is created for educational and historical exploration only. So let us step back more than 700 years into a world shaped by trade and freight, wealth and fear, creativity and catastrophe. In the early 1300s, Italy was not a single country. There was no unified government, no national identity, and no central authority. Instead, the peninsula was divided into independent city-state kingdoms and church-controlled territories. Cities like Florence, Venice, Genoa, Milan, Siena, and Pisa operate almost small nations. Each had its own armies, currencies, law, and political systems. A person living in Florence do not think of themselves as Italian. They were Florentines loyal for their cities. The political fragmentation would shape everything that followed: trade, welfare, alliance, and even culture. Imagine approaching an Italian city, the year of 1320, high stone wall rise ahead, narrow gates control entry, beyond them the city feels dancey and alive. The streets are paved and stone, buildings are tall and close together, blocking much of the sunlight. The air carries the smell of smoke, food, animals, and leather. Market full with city square. Merchants sell bread, clothes, spices, and tools. Artisans work openly in small workshops. Children run through the crowds. Life is demanding, but the cities are full of movement and purpose. Society in 14th century Italy is deeply hierarchical. At the top, wealthy merchant, banker, and noble families. They control trade, politics, and influence. Below them, a growing urban middle class, artisans, shopkeepers, and guild members. Guilds regulated professions, protect workers, and shape the city politics. At the bottom are labor, servant, and the poor, whose life depend on daily work and seasonal harvest. The church plays a central role in every level of society. Religion shapes time, morality, education, and community life. Faith is not separate from daily life, it defined it. Italy in the 14th century is one of the most economically advanced regions in Europe. Cities like Venice and Genoa dominate Mediterranean trade, ships bring spices, silk, grain, and luxurious goods from distant lands. Florence became a center of banking and finance. Its bankers lent money across Europe even to kings and popes. But this wealth is fragile. A fail of harvest, a loss of war, or unpaid debt can destroy entire families. Economic success and ruin often sit very close together. In 1347, everything changes. Ships arrive at Italian port, carry more than goods, they carry disease. The Black Death spreads rapidly through cities and countryside. People do not understand its causes. Doctors are powerless. Fear spreads faster than information. Entire households disappear. Streets feel silent. Some cities lost one third of one half of their population. This is not just a health crisis, it is a social collapse. Work stop, trade slow, whole system break under the wages of losses. After the plague, Italy is no longer the same. With fewer workers, wages rise, survival demand for better conditions. Traditional power structure weaken. People begin to question long-held belief about authority, wealth, and even life itself. Out of devastation comes change. In the late 14th century, new way of thinking begins to take shape. Writers like Dante, Petrarch, and Boccaccio focus on a human emotion, morality, and experience. Artists begin to observe the world more carefully, aiming of realism rather than symbolism. There is not yet the full renaissance, but it is the foundation. The hardship of the Trecento helped give birth one of the most influential cultural moments in history. Italy was a century of contrast. Great wealth, deep poverty, brilliant creativity, unimaginable loss, rigid tradition, and emerging new ideas. By using AI reconstruction this world, we are not replace history. We are trying to understand it more deeply. Because history is not only about what happened, it is about how people live thought it. Thanks for watching.